Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Poznansky's Beer Reviews. Today's beer is the final beer out of the Samuel Adams variety pack that I got. This is their Irish Red. It says rich and malty, brewed and bottled by the Boston Beer Company. Now, I'm not big on these kind of beers, the Irish Reds and the, rich and malty beers, but you know what? I'll go in with I won't go in with a closed mind and I'll give it a shot. So, basically, an Irish Red ale starts with traditional Irish or UK brewing barley grains, with English or Irish pale malt making the vast bulk of the grain bill. A moderate amount of light-colored caramel crystal malt is often used to make up 5 to 10% of the grain bill to aid in body and head retention. Rate Beer gives us a 46 overall and the 82 in the style. So basically, they say as a beer, it's not that good, but for as what it is, it's pretty good for what it is. Basically, they're saying they don't like the style. Hop varieties are Hallerta, Middlefrost, Noble Hops, East Kent Goldings, and Fugels. I've used Fugels before in my home brewing, and that's the only ones I've used from this. They use the Samuel Adams 2-row pale malt blend that they always use in the Caramel 60. 5.8% alcohol by volume, 25 IBUs. For those of you that don't know, IBUs is International Bittering Units. The Beer Advocate gives it a 81 overall and a 70 in the style. Let's see what the commercial description on this one is. The rich and malty ale originated in Ireland in 1710. It has a deep red color and distinctive caramel flavor from its pale and caramel malts. The malt sweetness is balanced by the earthy notes of the East Kent Golden hops. Cheers. Now, as I said, I'm not pretty big on the very malty ales. I prefer hoppier beers, but I'll go in with an open mind. You never know. Oops, I spilled a little bit. That's bad. Alright. I must say, though, it is a beautiful... Oh, that's beautiful, bro. I wish you guys can see this. I wish you can see in the camera. But, oh my god. It is a beautiful red color. Beautiful red. Beautifully red. It's like... I don't want to drink... It's so beautiful in the glass. It's a beautiful blood red color. Like, delicious ruby redness. We got about a finger of a almost off-white to a slight brownish head. Let's get a nose. Rich, as it says, rich malty. Lots of hints, I want to say, of like cherry. Caramel. Not too much hops. Definitely those rich barley notes you can get. Little hint of the yeast smell. Just going for the taste. Rich malts. You get the caramel right off the bat. Literally. There's got to be some hints of cherries in there. Maybe even, it's almost like, you know what it kind of tastes like? Like those chocolates with, the cherry on the inside and the chocolate around it, and then you bite it and the cherry bleeds out. That's almost what this tastes like. You know what? This is a good tasting beer. I don't know why people don't like this beer. Tastes good. Very overpowering on the malty side, though. You get a faint hint of hop in the back, just very faint, to give it a little bitterness at the end. I guess to balance out from that sweetness, so it doesn't leave. So it's almost. They're almost so well paired, the malt and the hops, that it kind of like, it's like, you know, when a negative meets a positive, or when matter reaches antimatter, they cancel each other out, and there's no like aftertaste. It almost neutralizes it. If we're gonna get technical. God, I can't get over how pretty this beer is. Obviously, that's why they call it an Irish Red, but it's so pretty. Can you, like, see that? Let's see if I can make it a little brighter. I don't know if I can. I made it a little bit brighter. Yeah, you can see that, right? See a little tints? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. It's like what they said, rich and malty. But like I said, this is a fucking good beer, man. Not much lacing, but that's alright. It still's got that little like ice sheet of head going on that with the good beers. Like, at least it's not like, you know, your adjunct lagers where the head just completely goes away. This is good. It has a little nice layer on top that's sticking around. And I'm using the Brooklyn Brewery glass. This has become one of my favorite brewing glasses. Drinking beer glasses. Excuse me. So yes, that's basically it though. Caramel, rich barley, cherry maybe, maybe a little hints of some chocolate in there, a little cacao beans or something. Very faint to the hops just at the end to balance out from that sweetness. To leave it a little bitterness, but to cancel out so you don't have an aftertaste. You have a little bit of an aftertaste, but it's not that bad. Oh, a little bit of sediment in the bottle. That's always cool. Which is weird. It's is it quite clear? It's a little what's the word? It's a little unclear or unfiltered. That's really all I'm getting. But my overall grade for this beer, guys, for a beer itself, I'll give it an 8. It's pretty good. 8.5. How about that? I go 8.5. For the style, I'll give it a 9.5. This is good. But like I said, I don't really like the style. But this is a good beer. But most Irish Reds that I've had, I don't particularly like. Because of that rich maltiness. And I'm so in love with the hoppy beers that it's very, you know, those are like two sides. It's like, you know, Democrats, Republicans. Hoppy beers, malty beers. But I don't want to go political in this video. But this is not bad. I like this. Probably because it's Samuel Adams and they're one of the more introductory craft beers. So it's a little more, I'm guessing, on the lighter side. And if you get this from another brewery, a traditional Irish brewery, it'll be a lot heavier. And I'm not really big on that heavy, rich maltiness. That's just me. Anyway, guys, that's it for this review. If you like this review, please subscribe to my channel down below. Like the video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and please request some beers. I'll see you next time on Poznansky's Beer Reviews. Bye.